Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, St. Catherine man shot following alleged knife attack on licensed firearm holder. A St. Catherine man was shot and injured after he allegedly attacked a licensed firearm holder early Tuesday morning along Walks Road in the parish. Reports are that about 1:30 a.m., the injured man was at a business establishment behaving boisterously and was warned to desist. He reportedly left the venue and returned armed with a ratchet knife, which he used to attack the licensed firearm holder. The licensed firearm holder fired a warning shot, but the man reportedly continued to advance. The licensed firearm holder then fired 2 shots in the man's direction and he was hit. He was taken to hospital where he was admitted. The Spanish Town police have seized the gun used in the incident and launched an investigation into the matter. Embattled Mark Barnett requests separation from NWC. President of the National Water Commission, Mark Barnett, has written to the management requesting a separation from the utility company. Mr. Barnett, who has been suspended by the NWC, has made it clear that the relationship between the two is beyond repair. His lawyers have also threatened to take the commission to court over Mr. Barnett's separation package. The news was informed that Mr. Barnett, through his attorneys, wrote to the commission in January requesting that the parties begin discussions regarding his separation package from the NWC. Mr. Barnett, whose contract expires in 2026, was sent on administrative leave in October last year following a report submitted by the Integrity Commission regarding a housing complex he owned along with his wife Annette Frances Barnett at a Claremont Drive in St. Andrew. He was accused of breaching the environmental permit during the construction of the complex. But despite holds of protest by civic groups and the public for action to be taken against the Barnetts, the Director of Public Prosecutions ruled that the two cannot be prosecuted for breaching the environmental permit for their development. In the letter requesting the separation, Mr. Barnett's attorneys argued that their client was badly treated by the company. They also accused the company of damaging his reputation when it accused him of dishonesty and threatened to hold a disciplinary hearing against him. The attorneys told the company that no reasonable tribunal would agree with its claim that Mr. Barnett dealt dishonestly with the commission. They further argued that a settlement is the best course in the circumstances given the damage to the employment relationship, which from all indications is beyond repair. Mr. Barnett's attorneys have rejected the NWC's offer made in May of 6 months' salary and emoluments, stating that the offer is unacceptable. It argued that the commission will not be able to defend a decision to summarily dismiss Mr. Barnett. In any event, summary dismissal is no longer open to the company, as by its actions, the commission has already constructively dismissed Mr. Barnett. The lawyers maintained that there is no justifiable reason for Mr. Barnett to have been kept away from work since he was sent on administrative leave in October 2023. They pointed to the fact that there had been no hearing before a decision was taken to send him on administrative leave. They insisted that Mr. Barnett's professional reputation has been damaged by the conduct of the commission. The lawyers have requested an improved offer of no less than 12 months' salary and emoluments starting July 1, 2024, together with a payment of all other outstanding obligations due to him. Mr. Barnett's lawyer have threatened to file action against the NWC before the Supreme Court to settle the impasse. JPS says it met August 12 restoration timeline, but thousands are still without power. The Jamaica Public Service Company says it has completed post-Hurricane Beryl restoration of electricity to the majority of its customers, except for some in St. Elizabeth and the isolated areas of Westmoreland, Manchester and rural St. Andrew. The JPS had been given until August 12 to restore power to all customers except for parts of St. Elizabeth. In a media release on Tuesday, JPS said it has met this deadline. JPS said of the company's 692,000 customers, approximately 682,000 now have the supply. But it admitted that there are a few isolated outages remaining due to access challenges, including landslides, blocked roads, damaged bridges, and the dangerous terrain, which have delayed the restoration process. The Light and Power Company said it continues to work with the local representatives and the National Works Agency to gain access to these areas. In the meantime, the company noted that some customers in restored areas may still be experiencing outages due to unique circumstances, for example, where they were restored after Hurricane Beryl but have since lost the supply, or where individual customers within communities are still without a supply. In these cases, JPS is asking the affected customers to make reports via the MyJPS mobile app or by calling its customer care center. Customers are also urged to have a licensed electrician check their wiring, grounding, and the potheads to ensure their property is ready to safely receive supply. At the same time, Energy Minister Darrell Vaz is urging the JPS to provide a comprehensive report detailing the status of electricity restoration by community and the parish across the island. Responding to the power company's latest press release issued Tuesday afternoon, Mr. Vaz said it contradicts the complaints he has been receiving from residents and members of parliament. He cited Northwest Manchester MP Michael Phillips, who he said listed 11 communities in the constituency that are still without power.
One such member of parliament from Northwest Manchester, Michael Phillips, who listed 11 communities in Northwest Manchester that does not have electricity restored. And this is not a matter of low voltage or some houses that don't have. These are communities. So again, I'm imploring JPS to do a review and to make public what the situation is as of today, because their statement is in contrast to what the reports that are coming in fast and furious. I hope that they are accurate, but we need to know definitively, and we need to get the schedule from now going to the 31st as a matter of urgency.
Man on murder charge even after gun reportedly jammed on first attempt. 30-year-old Adam Jackson, an electrician of Great Pond, Oteria, St. Anne, was slapped with multiple charges, including murder and the possession of a prohibited weapon, following an incident in the Great Pond area on Friday, May 10. Reports from the St. Anne police are that, about midday, both the complainant and the now deceased were home when Jackson entered the room and pointed a gun at the complainant and proceeded to press the trigger. However, the gun reportedly did not fire. He then allegedly turned the weapon on the now deceased and fired it 3 times, hitting him in the process. Jackson escaped after the incident, while the injured man was taken to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. Jackson was arrested recently and was charged on Monday, August 12, after an identification parade was held. He is now awaiting a court date. Golden cites a new PNP St. James's Central Rep as a lady of quality. The opposition People's National Party has formally declared its spokesperson on tourism, Senator Janice Allen, as the party's caretaker candidate for the St. James's Central constituency. The development means Allen will likely face off with the 2-term Jamaica Labour Party Member of Parliament for the constituency, Heroy Clark, in the next general election that is due to be held by September 2025. In announcing Allen's candidacy for the seat at the party's St. James's Central Constituency Conference at Conroll College in Montego Bay, St. James on Sunday, PNP President Mark Golding said when an individual with quality is willing to come forward to serve the people, it is a very good thing for Jamaica. And we have here in Comrade Janice Allen, a lady of quality, and the Central St. James needs a change from what is there now, Golding said. He further described Allen as a lady of intellect who embodies a passion for serving the people. When I see the team that we assembled in St. James for the next general election, I feel that we are on the right track, Golding stated. For her part, Allen made it clear that her intention is to enter Gordon House by winning the seat for the PNP. I say to you that I do not have all the answers, but what I have is a heart full of love for this constituency, she said, telling the comrades that if they walk with her on the campaign trail, they shall see the promised land. Only 2 persons have ever represented the St. James Central constituency, which was one of 3 new constituencies formed in 2011. The first person to represent the seat was the PNP's Lloyd B. Smith, who held the seat until the 2016 polls, which he did not contest. The PNP's candidate in that election, Ashley Ann Foster, was defeated by Heroy Clark, the present Deputy House Speaker, who continued the JLP's winning streak there in the 2020 general election. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.